Rev up your engines! Okay, today we've got an interesting hybrid car. It's a 2020 Hyundai Ioniq. Now I know everybody knows that I don't like Hyundais. Well, here's a shocker for you. This is one that I like, but they don't make it anymore. So what's going on? Original owner, he's got 103,000. He's done nothing but change oil and replace tires when they wore out. He gets 50 to 55 miles a gallon. Well, why did Hyundai stop making these? Well, unlike other car manufacturers, Hyundai made the Ioniq as a car or a hybrid car or a plug-in hybrid car. This is a regular hybrid, it's not a plug-in. They stopped making these because they wanted to go full electric. So the Ioniqs that you see now, Ioniq 4, Ioniq 5, 7, whatever, those are fully electric cars. So Hyundai, unlike just about everybody else on the planet, has decided to go away from the hybrids and instead make fully electric cars. Unlike Toyota, who really revolutionized it all with the Toyota Prius. Interesting enough, they've got a Toyota Prius too. And Toyota says hybrid's the future, no range anxiety, you can go far, get great gas mileage, right? And now Ford, GM, they're all starting to build more hybrids, right? And saying maybe not electric cars. GM has stopped building some of the electric car factories that they were going to build. Ford is now building F-250 giant trucks in Canada where they're going to make electric cars. But Hyundai went the other way. They stopped making these and they only make full electric ones. Now, granted, in the short run, it may have paid Hyundai off because last year they sold 44,000 fully electric cars. It was a record for them, right? But let's look at the overall scheme of things. The same amount of time last year, Toyota sold 3.5 million hybrid cars. So you got 40,000 electric cars for Hyundai, 3.5 million hybrid Toyotas. Just from a marketing standpoint, I'd say Toyota hit the nail on the head and Hyundai fell off the track. So now you know the figures. We're gonna go over this 2020 Hyundai Ioniq Blue Drive. And the fact that he's got like 103,000 miles and he's done nothing but oil changes and replaced worn out tires, still has the original brake pads. Now that's relatively common with normal driving hybrids if you don't drive like a maniac, because the regenerative braking, the brake pads last an awful long time. He's certainly getting his money's worth out of this thing. Still on the original hybrid battery, all that stuff. We're gonna check it all with my fancy scan tool in a little while. Now, as we can see here, this was built in Korea. You want a Korean car, get one built in Korea. It's got nice fabric seats, nice color, extremely comfortable. They've held up well over the 103,000 miles. Screen fits in now. He's got a dash cover. There's nothing wrong with his dash other than he doesn't like to shine. So he put this cover on. And of course it protects the dash too if he decides to resell the car. Start her up. Even though it's a 2020 and it's 4 years old, you can turn the traction control off if you want. Now, interestingly enough, this has an actual transmission. This is not a CVT. This is a dual clutch transmission. As such, it has actual gears that it shifts through computers and dual clutch system. It should have a much better driving experience than, say, a Toyota Prius with a eCVT instead of an actual automatic transmission. Look under the hood and you'll see what you get. It's got a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine. Now, yes, it's a smaller engine, but these particular engines, they have not had any problems with. It's not turbocharged. It doesn't have to be turbocharged because it's got all this electric power, the hybrid boost. This one's made in Korea. It does not burn oil. And like I said, with this boost of the hybrid system combined with the dual clutch transmission, it's not a CVT, so it's going to have more efficient, better speed. You get a car that can get 50 to 55 miles a gallon but still has decent pickup, which you'll see when we road test. See, we have an invader here. A mud dauber wasp has built a little nest right on top of the pump here. So we'll take that off. That's the end of that. So here we go. Maybe Hyundai doesn't make this anymore because they were too good. They want to make cars with engines that blow up, burn oil, transmissions that go on. They just don't have that problem. They just decided we're going to go fully electric. Well, all I got to say is what I just said before. Sure, last year they sold 44,000 total of Ioniq fully electric cars, because all they sell now is fully electric cars. At the same year, Toyota sold 3.5 million hybrids. So maybe they should have just made more hybrids. I don't know. Why would you stop making something that works? So we'll get my giant scan tool out here. In this case, it's hiding. There's the plug. It has a plug just like a regular car. Plug it in. Turn on the scan tool. It's beeping, so it's doing things. We'll do diagnostics. We'll do a standalone diagnosis. And it is Hyundai USA. Hyundai USA, Ioniq Hybrid, 2020, 1.5 liter GDI. High efficiency vehicle, okay. Well, the only thing here now is the AC blowing. It's hot as Hades today. We can do a full topology scan, so here we go. It's scanning away. And while it is, we'll look inside. Like I say, he put that on. There's nothing wrong. He just wanted to keep the glare off of his face. He's like me. I hate glare. And keep the whole top decking fine. It's nothing wrong with it. Got the old sunroof. Quite a bit of room in the back seat. Here we go. It's got 4 codes. Let's start here. The electronic parking brake. He said he had a problem. Let's see what it is. Okay, the left motor circuit. That means the driver's side. Parking brake motor is an open or a short, so it's probably going to need a new motor. Well, just for giggles, there's the parking brake. We turned it on. You can see the lights on. Now realize I say parking brake because they're parking brakes. They're not really emergency brakes like the old ones you pulled or stepped on, stop you in emergency. They're only for parking. Well, it's saying that the left rear one has a short, but I heard a noise, so I'm assuming the right rear one still works. So let's try to push it. It's in neutral. Oh. Well, guess what? It's still holding. Well, erase it for now. Let's look at the rest. Multi-function camera. That probably says it's dirty or something. That's pretty typical. Invalid signal of smart cruise control. Who knows? Maybe the battery's low. We'll erase that too. P irreversible error. It can trip that if the motor is shorted out or has a problem. We'll just erase it for the time being. Electronic stability control. And even that could have to do with the stupid electric parking brake. Electronic parking brake. See, it knows there's a problem. We'll erase it anyways. Take it for a road test. Now we'll start her back up. Ready to drive. This is a hybrid car. Give you a lot of information. Black is good, red is bad. You got your voltage. You got the auxiliary battery voltage, which is good. They have big battery and a little battery. You got to check the little battery every once in a while, and that's fine. Your motor, electric motor, all kinds of information. Get a lot of information on electronics on a hybrid car. No faults. With the motor control unit, 0. No malfunctions in the generator. Battery still has 95% of its life. 227.5 is 95% of what the original was. So, got 103,818 miles, and the electric battery still got 95% left. This has a 12-volt battery too that starts it up like most hybrids, but it's a lithium-ion 12-volt battery, and they don't really have any problems at all. This one still has 99% of its lifespan left. It's kind of amazing. Well, now the motor started up because you're running the AC just sitting there. And we'll back it up. Decent backup camera. You get a wide enough range. Now the motor shut off again. Oh, the steering wheel makes a noise. Oh my God. We got a little rubber rubbing here. A little plastic rub. What the heck? That's the problem with these cars. They're so quiet, you'll hear every noise that they make. So here we go on a little road test. Now, remember what I said. It has a dual clutch automatic transmission. It just shifted the gear very smoothly. Shifted as smooth as can be. It's unbelievable. Now, if this was a regular CVT hybrid, you'd be hearing the engine going, wah. But no, this actually drives like a regular automatic because it is a regular automatic. Mind you, it's a dual clutch. It's extremely sophisticated, but these are pretty well made. When you have an engine that doesn't put out tons of horsepower, hey, the transmission's going to last a lot longer. Now this car's so quiet, the only thing here is the air conditioning at speed 1 and the turn signal indicator. Okay, here we go. Really, with the engine and the electric motor, hey, I don't feel much difference between this and the Toyota Camry hybrid that I drove around. We're going 29, we'll step on it. You can feel the surge there. Smooth shifting. Hey, if you notice, it also has a fake motor noise. But I gotta say, you get a little 1.6 liter engine. This is a non-turbo. It has lasted phenomenal. Doesn't burn oil at 103,000 miles. And still has decent acceleration. It gets 50 to 55 miles a gallon. It's a shame they don't make these anymore and replace them with all electric Ioniqs, which sure, maybe they set a record for Hyundai in selling electric cars, but only so many people are going to buy those stupid electric cars. Let's face the facts as it stands today. And as we go through the twisties here, hey, nice handling car. Doesn't oversteer, understeer. Too bad you don't make them anymore, Hyundai. Hyundai Ioniq hybrid, not a plug-in, a regular hybrid. Original battery, still got 95% left with 103,000 miles. He put tires on this thing and changed the oil. Why, oh why, did Hyundai stop making these and go to nothing but fully electric Ioniqs is beyond me. They had a really good car here. And here's the funny thing. The dealer keeps trying to buy the guy's car back. And he said, well, you don't make the car that I like anymore. I don't want an electric one. I want one of these hybrids, but they don't make it anymore. So, yeah, they made another mistake. This may have been the best car that they ever made, and now they don't make it anymore. So, take it as you may. That's the truth. So, if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.